Hello again, YouTuber, and welcome to Would You Like to Run an Idle Cafe 2? My name is MS-1, and last video we finished the first game, so why not get straight into the second one and see how everything goes for the three girls and run ourselves. So without further ado. My name is Naya. I'm not gonna try and pronounce the last name because I can't. And I'm a regular guy, about as average that you can get. My hair and my eyes are brown. I'm neither too tall nor too short. My grades at school, back when I still attended, were middling, and so is my physical prowess. I don't have any usual hobbies or interests. There's nothing all that special about me, really. Some people dedicate their lives to standing out. They hunt relentlessly for something to distinguish them. Traveling the world, learning new languages, or making new friends. Maybe I embark upon an adventure or two of my own someday. But for the present, I'm content with the way things are. I don't resent my lot in life. Neither do I want to change. I've already changed a good deal, as a matter of fact. Back in high school, I fell in with a crowd of delinquents. Dyed my hair blonde, got a bunch of piercings, and stayed out late at night drinking and smoking. I stopped going to school, and I stopped hanging out with my childhood friend Ichigo. I got into fights on the street corners, and once I was even hauled into the police station for shoplifting. My parents, as might be expected, were not happy by this turn of events. My dad expressed his disappointment by yelling at me, which of course made me want to rebel against him more. But my mom's reaction was more upsetting. She started to cry. A tearful please stung, but I was a real ass back then, and I shrugged them off. It wasn't until my senior year of high school, a few months before my exams, that I finally came to my senses. It was my dad's scolding that woke me up, or even it was just my dad's scolding and that woke me up, or even my mother's sobs. I don't think it was Ichigo's appeals either, though she continued to try and rekindle our friendship. Our relationship, rather. I'm not sure what it was that made me change my mind. I guess I must have had an epiphany. It was late at night, and I was with a few of my fellow delinquents. We were on our way to the park to meet up with a rival gang. We had been encroaching on our turf. One of my gang members was holding a baseball bat studded with spikes, and another had a crowbar. We were getting ready to have a huge showdown. It was inevitable some of us would get hurt. We walked through the street in silence beneath a starry sky. And that's when it hit me. What am I doing? This is ridiculous. Why should I get into a fight with these random guys? I don't even know them. This isn't worth going to the hospital over. I don't want to get my skull split open. My dad was right when he scolded me. I really am behaving like an idiot. After that revelation, I stopped hanging out with my gang and dyed my hair back to its natural color, removed my piercings and started to attending school in earnest. This metamorphosis occurred overnight, quite literally. It was so sudden, not even Kafka could do something of it. No, who now Kafka is. One day I was a teen delinquent on the fingers of polite society. The next I was a perfectly average, respectable young man. It's funny how quickly we can change if we really put our minds to it. I decided I'd try to amend my ways and get into a good university. I figured it would make my parents proud, as they had very little to be proud of over the last years. I studied hard, but I didn't pan out. I couldn't get into my university of choice. I missed too many lessons. By that point, it was impossible to catch up. That happened several months ago. Since then, I've been studying in the hopes of getting into a good university next spring. I moved out of my parents' place, and now I live in a small seaside town with Ichigo. She didn't get into university, and she's busy studying to be a nurse. We live in a small apartment with only a few rooms. I took a part-time job at a local café to help pay rent, and we've been living peacefully ever since. It was peaceful at last. At least. It was peaceful, at least. Until I got embroiled in the affairs of two cute co-workers, Mayuki and Ko. Mayuki is a serious girl with straight dark hair. She was the student council president at her old high school, and her grades were impeccable. She was showing into attend, whatever that is, one of the best universities in Japan, but she was unable to take her entrance exam. She was bedridden with a cold, and now she's studying she's stuck in limbo. Like me, she is waiting to reply for her exams. Ko, meanwhile, is a bit of an oddball. She talks in a monotone manner, and she's obsessed with fortune telling. I spotted her on the seafront numerous times, dressed like a witch, reading people's palms and playing with tarot cards. She and Mayuki have been best friends since elementary school. Although they were quite different, they were very close. We're so close, in fact, that when Mayuki was unable to sit a university entrance exams, Ko threw in the towel out of her sincerity, sense of solidarity. It's kind of funny, now that I give it some thought, that Ichigo's only one out of the four of us who got into university. Ichigo's not stupid, but she's not the brightest bulb in the box. She's severely lacking common sense, and she often does assess things she shouldn't. She has a hard time waking up in the mornings. She always misplaces her keys and her cell phone, and she's obsessed with idols, to the exclusion of everything else. She's pretty fidgety. But despite all that, she's studying hard so she can be a nurse. Her determination is uplifting, actually. Being with Ichigo always cheers me up. After spending some time with Ichigo, Ko and Mayuki, soon I formed a strong series of bond with them. Now I'm even dating. Oh yeah, this is kinda funny. But we are technically dating all three of them, so since we went through all three routes, so I know it sounds crazy, but as it transpired, Ichigo, Ko, and Mayuki all have feelings for me. Being unable to choose between the three of them and fearful of hurting them, I opted for the easy route. Or a hard route, depending on your perspective. I decided that I would date all three of them. Actually, I don't think there was any choice for dating more than once or in the last game. I had to play through the game more or less three times in order to date all three of them, so it wasn't in a single route or route, it wasn't a choice to date more than one. What I know, well, maybe there was if I done different choices, but oh well. I never dated one girl before, let alone three, and I'm a bit apprehensive about how things will go, but it seems to be working out alright for the most part. I hope our four-way relationship continues as smoothly as it has, without any snags. I love Ichigo, Ko, and Mayuki. I hate to hurt any of them. But that's kind of beside the point. A couple of weeks ago I received some shocking news. The cafe I've been working at, the Seaside Cafe, is in a bit of a pinch. The owner of the cafe, Miss Miyamori, told Mayuki, Ko, and I that the cafe is in the red. If it doesn't get more customers and quickly, it might have to shut down. This news shocked Mayuki. I think it should be shocked Mayuki. She's been working at the Seaside Cafe longer than I have, and she's protective of it. I think she sees it as a home away from home. A place she can go to escape expectations of assiduous parents. Mayuki ran out of a café in tears, and Ko and I reassured her. I told her I'd do whatever I took to save a seaside cafe. In order to do that, I turned to Ichigo. I told her about the problem, and she came up with a solution. So Sam it just might work. Ichigo decided in that impetuous manner of hers that the seaside cafe would become an idol cafe. She offered to work at the seaside cafe as a waitress, all for the sake of forming an idol unit with Ko and Mayuki. Yuki was a bit uncertain about this, as well she might, but Ichigo's enthusiasm coupled with her own desire to save the seaside cafe won out. Ichigo secured Miss Miyamori's consent, and since then the four of us have been working tirelessly to put the seaside cafe on the map. Ko, revealing a wealth of hidden talent, was able to write us an original song in under 2 weeks. It's kind of fast actually, I think, if it is completely original. She mixed it all and thought up the lyrics. All in all, the song sounded very cute and poppy. It's nothing at all like the music she listens to. Not like how tends to listen to what the immortals describe as music. The last time she let me borrow her headphones, she was listening to ambient goat bleating. I don't really understand Ko, but her talents are nothing to be sneezed at. I had no idea she was so gifted. Ichigo choreographed a dance for Ko's song after ingesting hundreds of hours of idol performances, and now the day has come to shoot a music video. Ichigo, Ko, and Mayuki are the members of the Seaside Cafe up and coming idol unit, tenuously known as Sweet Shoreline. As a guy, I'm not expected to join them in the singing and dancing, but I wanted to help them, so I offered to be their cameraman. I'm going to film a music video, and then I edit it for them. This is going to be a collaborative effort. We are going to do our very best. We have a lot on our plates, Ichigo in particular, but we've come too far to give up. We all care about the Seaside Cafe, and we are not going to let it close. That's why this Saturday, the four of us find ourselves at a clothes store. That's what Ichigo said. Something tells me Mayuki doesn't like it. By the way, does she I guess it's her underwear, but I was thinking, is she having something underneath that dress, or is it a part of a dress? But when I was thinking about it a little bit more, that white fluffy something thing underneath a pink, that is probably her underwear. And that brings us to the present. It took a while, but I finally got there. Now we can finally make a start on shooting Sweet Shoreline's first music video. I'm pretty pumped about this, but Mayuki's expression is nervous. Now when I look at her also, she has more or less a cat face on her chest. I wonder if she's alright. Have you never worn a swimsuit before, Mayuki? Mayuki adjusts the straps of her bikini top. Again, you never wore a swimsuit before? Didn't we see her in one in the last game? That's something little children do. No, just for no man, but which would mean that it does stop for woman. Jeez. It's a pretty hot day even inside the store, with AC running, but Ko's eerie laughter sends a shiver down my spine. I should be used to Ko's antics by now. She comes out with stuff like this on the regular, but it still keeps me out. Could you not talk about death for the next 5 minutes, Ko? It's freaky. Ko frowns. Ichigo reaches for the hem of her skirt with both hands, but Ichigo's face turns red. I thought she was immune to embarrassment, but apparently not. Even she can get flustered from time to time. Mayuki flushes. Ichigo holds her hands up in an X. Again with a creepy laugh. I pull the face. Can you try to dial it down a notch, Ko? I don't want to be reminded of fragility of life while I'm out shopping. What is? She can't swim. Look at toys with a strand of her dark hair, her lips pursed. Yep, call it. More or less. Yuki looks down at herself. She turns this way and that. Her dark hair fluttering. Mayuki sighs. Mayuki sighs hard and with newfound resolve. It sure is. Just give me the okay and I can start shooting. Ichigo turns to Ko and Mayuki, her hands on her hips. Actually, I'm gonna try something here. Let's do that. Just lower the music a little bit. Ichigo turns to Ko and Mayuki, her hands on her hips. That looks more like a bikini than the other one did in the CG before, so I wonder what that was. Yeah, I was talking about now, so what Mayuki is wearing, if you were wondering. We came to the beach after purchasing Mayuki's bikini, and now all three of them are dressed up. Or down, rather, in the swimwear. Mayuki's swimsuit needs no long introduction. It's the same red bikini she tried on earlier, with the cute cat print. Ko's swimsuit is nothing new either. I've seen her in it before, when she was busy making sandcastles on the beach. Her swimsuit, unlike Mayuki and Ichigo's, is one piece. It's probably the most demure swimsuit of the bunch, though it does spot a couple of cutouts on either side. Ichigo's swimsuit, meanwhile, is cute and girlish, like Ichigo herself. It really does suit her to a T. It's mint green and white, with a lot of ruffle. Ichigo's swimsuit is cute, but I think her smile really sets it off. The cheery expression is drawing a lot of male attention. Ichigo's louder, confident tones carry across the beach. They even drown out the cawing of the gulls and the splashing of waves. If people were looking at Ichigo before, they weren't. No, If people were looking at Ichigo before, they downright gaping now. I bet they wondering what exactly she's talking about. What dance routine? A few people paused during their promenading to observe. Ichigo remains impervious to it all. But we are amassing a bit of a crowd. Milky's cheeks, which were already pink, turns redder still. Ichigo raises her arms above her head and bends to touch her toes. She straightens up, her pigtails bouncing. Oh, nods. Those all sound like pretty banal curses to me. Blinks, one här beneath a chin. I glance at my feet, my brow furrowed. I don't believe in spirits or curses, but Ko sounds awfully convincing. I'm actually starting to shiver here. Ryuki cuts in, her arms folded. Vicky casts an anxious glance about the beach. Most of the onlookers have disappeared already, scattered perhaps by Co's creepy laughter. I guess her love for the occult does have its uses. I turned the camera on at Ichigo's behest. Then I pointed at my friends. We already taken their positions, and now they begin to go through their dance routine. 10 seconds in and they're not doing terribly. Ichigo's expression bright and smiley, and her movements have a lot of energy. She looks confident, almost like a real idol. Not that I consume much idol-related content. Ichigo's the real idol and not me. The walls are plastered with photos of Oshisora Shiori, and she owns a bunch of idol photo books and concert recordings and CDs. Maybe that's why Ichigo's so good at performing. Everything she knows she learned from Shiori, and Shiori is Japan's top idol. Unfortunately, however, Ko and Miyuki have less presence. Ko's face is expressionless, like no mask. She doesn't smile, and I swear her one visible eye doesn't even blink. The dance routine isn't complex, and she runs through it completely competently enough. But she doesn't have Ichigo's bias. The gestures are lacking in energy, and her pursed lips hardly help. As for Miyuki, meanwhile, well, unpolished would be kind way of describing her so-called dance moves. Ko and Ichigo are able to perform while looking straight ahead, but Miyuki can't do that. She keeps sneaking glances at Ichigo, looking to see what she should do next. She always beat or two behind the others, and as the dance continues, they fall further out of sync. I'm starting to feel bad for her, particularly when people pause to look at them. I don't say anything, but my fingers tighten about the camera, and my teeth grit together. I have a mind to yell at them, but I wouldn't want to throw Miyuki of her performance. She's flagging already. Might be a bit too late to worry about Miyuki though. the crude words of his naysayers must have reached her ears, carried on with the breeze, because she freezes up. She looks like a deer in the headlights. Ishiko and Co are so focused on their performance they haven't noticed what's happening. Co turns and takes a few steps to the right. She's only a few inches away from Mayuki now. I can already see where this is going, even as I unclench my jaw and cry out. Mayuki, Ko, watch out! I don't want either of them to get hurt, but it's already too late. There's a scream courtesy of Mayuki and then a thud. Weren't they in swimsuits right before? Why do they have what look like gym clothes now instead? Probably because of the censorship. Then both Mayuki and Ko collapses in a heap. A pair of them lie on the sandy beach, the limbs entangled. Mayuki's legs are coiled around Ko's, her dark hair fanning across the sand. Her eyes are wide with surprise, and her face is flushed. Ko, meanwhile, looks much the same as always. Her face is unreadable, her lips pressed as per usual into a thin line. It sounds like she banged her head when she fell, but she doesn't look or sound hurt. Is her skull made of duranium, or is she just previous to physical pain? Maybe her spirit friends absorb the worst of her fall. Or something. I don't know. I'm not too worried about Ko, but I'm concerned about Mayuki. Are you okay? I turn the camera off and stash it in my bag. When I jog over to the fallen couple, heedless of curious stares that bore into my back. You didn't sprain anything, did you? Yuki looks at me gratefully, her eyes beaded with tears. Ichigo, now's not the time to worry about your little dance routine. Yuki might be hurt. Ko frowns. Yuki sniffs. She glances down at the golden sand. Lower lip trembling. Yuki lifts her head and looks up. Her eyes large. She looks surprised, as am I. Two girls, or perhaps I should call them women, I've never met before, are standing over Mayuki and Ko, hands on their hips. The taller woman has a curly fair hair. She's attired in a white bikini, and she has an elegant look about her akin to a fairy tale princess. The younger woman, meanwhile, has a dark hair tied back in two pigtails. The swimsuit is dark and there's a wicked smirk playing about her lips. What do I think about them? I already have 3 girls, so... They look attractive, certainly, but their beauty is somewhat lost on me. I've grown accustomed to spending my time on the beach with Ichigo, Ko and Mayuki, and I think they're similarly good looking, if not more so. Furthermore, I think a girl's personality is more important than her looks. What are these girls like exactly? Looks like a dark-haired girl wants to say something. What could it be? Dark-haired girl has a very unusual way of speaking. Is she delusional? My companion fortunately seems less manic, shall we say. She doesn't laugh uproariously, and neither does she talk about ceremonies. She does, however, look rather disappointed. Tutting, she shakes her head. She makes quotation marks with the fingers. Elegant woman smiles. Elegant woman Rina, she said her name is, drops a courtesy. Miyuki grits her teeth together. Angry tears begin to bead in her eyes. Is she okay? Ichigo approaches Miyuki, who still sprawled inelegantly on the ground. Why was it so hard to say that? Ichigo proffers one hand to Miyuki, but she doesn't accept. Instead, she bats it away, then rises to her feet on her own power. Her legs are trembling, and her arms are folded at her front. She sniffles. But I actually think that we have to end this video here now. I see that I'm almost out of time, so we will continue this discussion in the next one. Until then, hope you liked this video, and if you did, so leave a like to it as usual, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!